UFC Fight Night, Emmett versus Vallejos just wrapped up. And wow, dude, that card, I don't even think this is a hot take. So far, okay, so far, card of the year. Fucking insane. Let's just get right into it. We'll start with the prelims. Oh. First fight of the night, Pierre Rodriguez versus Sam Hughes, the rematch. The rematch everybody, literally everyone wanted. Dude, if you were a hardcore fan, you were dying for this rematch. You wanted it more than Oliveira versus Sarukian too. We needed this. And it went basically the same way the first fight did. Rodriguez easily won this shit. Not a robbery or anything. It was I guess it wasn't boring. Like, the typical WMMA fight where it's just like sparring session basically. It wasn't that, but it wasn't the most entertaining fight. It was all right. Okay? It was mid. Rodriguez just outpowered Sam Hughes basically in the takedowns, but also in the striking. Sam Hughes had pretty good takedown defense, but it was just the power Rodriguez had that made Sam Hughes really hesitant, and that's basically just what won her the fight. Rodriguez just landing the better. See, I'll say this. She also did really good with the combos. She was doing body head body body, and I like that. If I see any fighter doing combos instead of just headhutting, that's a good little check mark box for me. But yeah, good win. Sam Hughes probably getting cut, but whatever. Now this is the start of the card where it's just like banger after banger after banger. You know what I mean? Luan Lacerda versus holy fuck, Hector Souza. This was a banger, and I know bangers. This was a banger. First round, I actually thought not thought, I knew Lacerda won this round. Maybe some people gave it to him. Oh wait, no. I think one or two judges gave Sosa the first round, 30-27, gave him all rounds. I digress. I disagree heavily. I think a lot of people said the same thing. But I think Lacerda was better with the takedowns and everything. Landed good too. Wait, was there a takedown in the first round? No. Yeah. Had two takedowns. At the end, in the last like 30 seconds, Sosa was kind of doing better on the feet, landed really good strikes, and that's probably what made the judges give him the first round because of the last 30 seconds. But before that, Lacerda was piecing him up, landed a really good knee in the clinch for like they were clinching for a second, landed a really good knee, and yeah, they were both pressuring, landing really good. Second round, Lacerda still in there, but you could definitely tell he was gassing out. Sosa tired too, but he was more alive and he was just landing more. 49-24. I think maybe rocked Luan at one point, but in the third round, Luana was more gassed. Sosa was gassed, but like I said, he was just more gassed. But Lacerda was throwing. They were both still throwing. It was a banger right away. Right away, actually, Lacerda got a takedown. Sosa just got back up. The entire fight, if Lacerda got a takedown, Sosa just would get back up. So there wasn't a lot of control time, but it was still a takedown. And it was weird. So at one point, Lacerda got a takedown, and then Sosa was doing those little fucking up kicks and shit. And then Lacerda just stopped and was like complaining about an eye poke. And Sosa just got right back up. And the ref didn't stop in. It was at that point where Paramount, I'm 99% sure it wasn't just me. I see like people posting about it on Instagram and everything. But the volume cut out for the fights. In the ads, the volume was there. It was perfectly fine. But no commentary, no striking, no crowd or anything. It was just fucking silence watching this fight. So I don't really know what happened. I wish we had the volume. It seems that Paramount is having a lot of difficulties, which sucks. But then again, I'm not too mad because it's cheaper to watch pay-per-views. I say that with like quotation marks because it's not really a pay-per-view. I'm still going to call it. I think it's better name than numbered event. But whatever. Yeah, Paramount's having a lot of issues. My one friend messaged me asking if he had the same problem, and he showed me a picture. His screen was literally fucking bright green, like the fights were still going on, but like no color, just the fucking brightest green you've ever seen. And I was like, no, I don't. What the fuck? So it's weird. Maybe that problem is his TV or whatever, but I don't know. Paramount, you got to get your shit together. But yeah, wish I knew what happened with that eye poke. But the third round, it was obviously Sosa. He just landed the more shots, had better volume, 55 to 26. Larceta got 2 takedowns, but it just wasn't enough. Yeah, really great fight, honestly. Really fun fight. Easy 29-28 for Sosa. Good win. This is the guy who, sadly, I think like right before his Contender Series fight, his dad died, and then Dana White gave him a message saying like, be the reason why your family name is known or something like that. So yeah, good for him for getting the win. For getting the win. Not R.I.P. is dead. Respectively, I feel bad, but like good for him for getting the win. Anyways, Bien Masquete versus Montes Rendon. This was an easy pick. I thought maybe there would be some trouble by Rendon, or not trouble, but like resistance. But no, dude, this was performance of the night easily. I bet they're gonna give 2 performance of the night, Vallejos and Mesquita, because hopefully they give like at least 2 fight of the nights. Hopefully, because god damn, this card was amazing. Anyways, Mesquita rocked Rendon like right away. Honestly, I think it was like a jab that started it. Rendon trying to clinch, and then on the break, Mesquita like caught her with her right hand. I don't think it was a draw. It was a knockdown. No, it wasn't a knockdown, but kind of wobbled, rocked Rendon, and then Mesquita easily got the submission. Really good prospect. Want to see more of her stand-up game, and probably against better, opponents. But yeah, good prospect for women's bantamweight. On to, wow, this was a banger too. Holy shit. Brad Tavares versus Eric Anders. I agree with the outcome. I do think Anders won. I will say before I get into the breakdown, really fucking good decision to lay the gloves down, retire. Eric Anders had a mid career. Both of these guys had the mid career, but I like when fighters end their careers on a good win instead of being like, oh, maybe I can just get one more. Maybe just one more. That's what I'm afraid for Cub Swanson, who's fighting at 327, April 4th, I believe, against Nate Landwehr. I really hope he wins. I like both of them, but I hope Cub wins because he's a classic vet, WEC days. But he just got a knockout over Billy Quarantillo. What's his last name? Quarantillo. So I just think it's a smart decision for Anders to lay down the gloves, retire off of I wouldn't say a good performance, but a great fight. Retire off of a fight that people can go back and be like, wow, this is your retirement fight? Shit like that. So really good, really fun fight. Eric Anders hurt Tavares badly in the first round. I don't think they counted it as a knockdown. No, they didn't. Wait, what? Oh, my fault. I saw the one. I was like, Tavares didn't score a knockdown in the first, but hurt Tavares badly. Eric Anders was just clinching like a fucking demon, but it wasn't a boring clinch. It wasn't no Mario Bautista versus Jose Aldo clinch. This guy was delivering fucking elbows, knees, uppercuts, dirty boxing, shit like that. It was amazing. It was really entertaining. Brad Tavares was landing a lot when he was breaking from the clinch, but in the second round, even dropped Anders. First round, easily Anders. Tavares, second round. I wouldn't say he knocked Anders down, and then Anders dominated on the ground. He reversed it basically and spent, I'd say, like 2 or 3 minutes on top control, but not really doing a lot. So I do think that did go to Tavares. And then the third round, not a lot happened except Anders just got 3 takedowns. But yeah, really good fight, really entertaining. Decent win for Eric Anders. Good retirement, send off. Brad Tavares, I don't Who the fuck does he fight next? And on to the next fight. Dude, this is what I'm saying, man. Banger after bangers. And I know bangers, man. Fuck. Vallejos Fight versus Manuel Souza. Dude, this was crazy. In the first round, in like 30 seconds in, Sosa knocks Oki down, and it was a brutal fashion too. It wasn't like a punch and then just straightforward knockdown. It was like a not delayed, but like Oki turned to the side and kind of fell flat to his face. I don't even know how he survived. It was crazy. And then Oki somehow managed to. Sosa. What happened was Oki was dropped. Sosa went for a Kimura, which ended up being really bad because Oki reversed it. Sosa doesn't really have the best ground game. Oki reversed it, dominated on the ground, landed some good ground and pound, nothing really else. And I did give it to Oki. I did give the first round to Oki because of how the knockdown was so early in the fight. And then Oki was managed to stay on top for 3 minutes, 4 minutes, and didn't just wet blanket it. He landed good ground and pound. Second round, Sosa comes back, still a bit, even. Like they both landed good. Oki rocked Sosa at one point, went for I forget if it was a knee to the body or a flying knee, but I don't think he should have done that. He should have just kept going. And then Sosa gets eye poked badly. Both were landing good at the end of the round. Sosa was landing some. But I do think Oki still won this round, even though they both landed 34 to 15. That wobbling and that was pretty early in the round too. That wobbling looked really good. What am I saying? Just was really good. So Oki was up 2 rounds, and then he just fucking gassed. He gassed so badly. And it's not like he was even, I get it was a high-paced fight, high volume and shit, but it wasn't like he was sprinting. And listen, man, I'm not in the UFC. I'm not fighting fucking Manuel Souza, but this guy's cardio sucks. And he's also fucking stupid because he's gassed as shit and he's throwing step-in knees basically half-assed with his hands completely at his side, just waiting to get KO'd stiff. And that's what happened. Sosa, the, better cardio-wise fighter, better stamina, and they were both tired. So Sosa just has the better mentality too. Eventually just fucking pressures Oki and eventually grabs his, left hand and was like, "You're not getting away from me, buddy." Delivers a fucking straight punch to the chin of Oki, flatlines him. Pretty sure it was like the first flatline of 2026. It was a banger of a fight. Back and forth. Great win from Sosa. He looked really good. Great cardio, good power. Really, he had to bite down on that mouthpiece, and he did. So, really good win. I like Sosa. Vallejos Fight, he's really good. He's good. He's not really good. He's good. If he had a better gas tank, he'd be really good. So, hopefully, he gets to working on that shit. Next up, Elijah Smith versus Su Young Yu. Dude, besides this card having bangers, this card's basically like, okay, we got a lot of newcomers. We got a lot of prospects. This was like the prospect card. Manuel Soares, great prospect. BMS Quita, great prospect. Elijah Smith, great prospect. I think this is his, third or fourth fight in the UFC, coming off that insane slam KO. And this fight was amazing. Elijah Smith, he pretty much gets dominated. Not dominated, but Su Young Yu easily won the first. Got 4 takedowns. Didn't really dominate on the ground because Smith was moving a lot. He managed to get on his feet at some points. He got taken down again, but still got back up, got taken down, whatever. And then in the second round, drops Su Young Yu with I think it was a right hook or like a right shovel hook that was super quick. Drops him and just goes right for the back, gets the hooks in, and gets the rear naked choke. Great performance. But do I think this is performance of the night worthy? There's a lot of others, and I think there's more fight of the night contenders than performance of the night contenders. So no, I don't think he does. But great win by for Elijah Smith. By Elijah Smith. Next up, this was a banger too. Fuck, man, I'm a broken record. Vitor Petrino versus Steven Asplund. Now listen, I know Vitor Petrino won, but I feel like Steven Asplund, he won more. He was the true winner here. He was the true winner. His stock is gonna fucking skyrocket. I'll explain. One, I saw a lot of people saying, "Oh, Vitor Petrino is gonna run through this guy on the grappling game and shit, easily submit him in the first round." Didn't even get one takedown. In the second round, he slipped, and he got right back up. This guy's a fucking beast with the grappling. I love him. I think he's still a great prospect. I don't give a fuck. Vitor Petrino is pretty good. He's not great. He's pretty good. Knocked him down. Excuse me, a little burpee. Knocked him down like 2 times. I know it says 1, but I'm pretty sure he knocked him down twice. Counted in the first, and then in the second round, I think he got a knockdown too. Maybe it was like a flash knockdown, but I'm pretty sure he did. But I think this was a banger of a fight. First round, Trino was kind of lighting him up on the feet, cut him brutally with a left hook. Right, like already, right away it wasn't that bad. It was just like a little gash. Throughout the fight, Petrino was landing his jabs, landing his hooks. And the second round, he landed a fucking 4-piece combo with hooks. Steven Asplund ate that shit. Didn't even wobble. He ate that shit like it was a fucking Carniac combo. Whatever the fucking name is from Raising Cane's. He ate that shit. But, yeah, that cut got just trashed. He was so bloody at the end. I saw pictures of him, of his face in ambulance, and this shit was crazy. But yeah, it was really just gas tank and volume. Vitor Petrino won on volume, landed really good jabs in the third round too. And yeah, really good performance by Asplund, even though he lost. I think if he works on his gas tank a little more, he's gonna do fucking great. But Vitor Petrino, he's probably gonna be back in the rankings after this. Give him a Walter Walker, because Walter Walker had to pull out of his fight with Marcin Tybura. Give him. I think that would be a banger of a fight, really. He probably chins Walter Walker, actually. But who knows? Steven Asplund, I don't know. This is a recap, okay? This is not a fights to make next. On to the last fight of the prelims, Chris Curtis. This is Mytek Arlabai. I'm not going to spend a lot of time talking about this. This was kind of boring compared to the rest of the fights. Mytek Arlabai just easily dominated this entire fight, grappling-wise. Delivered some good ground and pound. Sometimes was a wet blanket, but it was a 30-27. Yeah, pretty much. Chris Curtis, I don't know what you do with him. Mytek Arlabai, he's good. He's really good. He's entertaining. Sometimes he can deliver a boring performance like this, but who does this to Chris Curtis? Who does it to Chris Curtis? I don't know. But yeah. On to main card, Charles Johnson versus Bruno Silva. This was a fucking robbery. I'll die on my grave. So many other people are saying the same thing. This was a robbery. Okay? I really think so. I think Silva won the first round and the third. Johnson, you can give him the second round. But yeah, this was a fucking robbery. Actually, no. I'm pretty sure I have on my notes when I was watching this fight, I'm pretty sure I gave Silva the second and the third and then Charles Johnson the first. I forget. But I know Silva won 2 rounds, Johnson won 1. The 30-27 scorecard, that's a fucking lie. It wasn't that bad of a fight. It wasn't, top tier entertainment-wise. But both of these guys were landing. Charles Johnson looked completely out of it. Silva just with the heavy pressure. But yeah, it was a fun little scrap. Okay, wasn't a barn burner, but it was a fun little scrap. It was a robbery though. I think Silva won. I don't think these numbers are correct, but yeah. Ion Cutelaba versus Umar Sy. Cutelaba just dominated him. I said this in the first in my prediction video. I don't like Umar Sy a lot. Oh, no, I said I don't like Alonzo Minifield a lot. I don't think he's that good. And Umar Sy lost to him via split decision, but still lost to him. I think Ion Cutelaba would win against Alonzo Minifield. I don't think it would be a split decision. But yeah, easily took him down. Lynched up a mounted guillotine. Pretty good. Lynched. Oh, fuck. But yeah. Banger. Marwan Rahiki versus Harry Hardwick. Dude, I wish this went to the third round. Fuck. This was a banger. Great performance by both of these guys. Even Harry Hardwick. This is what Harry the Houdini Hardwick is. His first fight against Fernandez, that was up a weight class. That was on a 6-day notice or whatever. That wasn't Harry Hardwick. This was Harry Hardwick. This was a banger. I gave Hardwick the first. He spent like 30 seconds on his back, on Rahiki's back, which is not a lot, but like they both landed really good. Harry Hardwick just landed more. The strikes, total strikes, super even, but that back take, even though it was due to a slip, that back take meant something. He was trying to go for a submission and not stunned, but like kind of rocked Rahiki a little bit at one point. And then in the second, clear win in the second for Rahiki. I don't know how the fuck Hardwick did not go down. I'm not surprised his jaw broke because this guy took so many punches to the fucking face, but still didn't go down and was still charging forward. Yeah, in between rounds, he was like, yeah, my jaw broke, can't do this anymore. And you can't blame the guy. That shit was hanging loose. That was a terrible break. You can't blame him for saying I can't continue. Can we just give him credit for making it through the round? He could have easily quit. It wasn't like his jaw broke in the last like 5 seconds of the fight. I'm pretty sure it broke. I forget. It's like at the 3-minute marker or around there maybe. So he had like 2 minutes left. He didn't quit. He got taken down, or he went for a takedown and it got reversed, but he got back up. So give him the credit this man deserves. Don't fucking cut him. If you're going to not cut Junior Tafa, who's now fighting at Perth, UFC Perth, if you're not going to cut him, you better fucking not cut Harry the Houdini Hardwick. But good win from Rahiki. He looked really good. Both of these guys look really good. I'm spending a lot of time talking about Harry Hardwick because I like him a lot. I do like Rahiki a lot. Good performance. Good prospect. Good win. On to Andre Fili versus Jose Miguel Delgado. Really good fight. It wasn't a really good fight. It was a bit of a scrap. It was a scrap compared to the rest of the fights. Like I said, they were bangers. This wasn't that high of a banger, but still. First round, Andre Fili it looked like it was gonna be a vet type of performance. It looked like like a Bobby Green, not exactly like Bobby Green, but like a vet maxing performance. You know what I mean? His stance switches were looking great. Drops him at one point. Did it count for a knockdown? It didn't. I thought it was a knockdown, but Andre Fili, if it wasn't a knockdown, he just badly wobbled Delgado with a check hook and then a left check right hook and then a left, I think maybe it was a cross from orthodox. But a good first round for Andre Fili. Timed a really good takedown near the end. Second round, Delgado started a comeback. Looked really fresh. Looked really fast. Both got a takedown. And yeah, I think just as you can see, 1935, Delgado just landed more. So clear second round for Delgado. In the third round, Delgado piecing him up in the third round in the beginning of it. And then in like the last minute, Andre Fili landed 2 takedowns, but he didn't really do anything with them. And also, it was in the last minute. That doesn't really count, you know? Delgado just did more in the round. I don't think it was a robbery. Split decision. I don't really see how that could be a split decision. I think this is a clear 29-28 performance by Delgado. But, hey, shout out to Andre Fili for rocking him in the first and also not getting knocked out. Shout out to him. On to co-main event. This was a co-main event. Yeah, Amanda Lemos versus Jillian Robertson. Lemos won the first round, landed more strikes. Robertson got a takedown, but Lemos reversed it, landed some good ground and pound and shit. Second round, Robertson just dominated. Third round, Robertson just dominated. Lemos reversed it, but then Robertson reversed it. Clear 29-28. I don't know how this was the co-main, but whatever. Yeah, good win for Jillian Robertson, I guess. On to the main event. I didn't think he could do it. I didn't think he was going to knock out Josh Emmett, let alone in the first round. But he fucking did. 3-43 strikes. It's a bit crazy. I know it was in the first round, and I know half of the time Josh Emmett was wobbled. But, dude, that was crazy. That was a crazy fucking good performance. It was Ilia Topuria couldn't even do that. Sure, he dropped Josh Emmett a couple times, 10-8'd him in like 1 or 2 rounds, but he didn't knock him out. Kevin Vallejos did. It was a bit of a late stoppage too. It was fucking crazy. Vallejos literally looked like champ material. He was patient. He was so patient. He looked really good. His striking was looking really good. Josh Emmett looked kind of fuzzled. You know what I mean? He looked like he didn't belong there. He would go in, and then Vallejos would, punch. He would punch. And then Emmett would be like, oh, fuck. What am I doing here? It was crazy. Really. Listen, Josh Emmett isn't a great fighter. He's a good fighter, you know? He isn't a great fighter. He's a good fighter. But the way Vallejos just easily TKO'd him in the first round, that is super fucking impressive. Super impressive. And I saw before, like maybe 1 or 2 days ago, I saw someone with like, the cycle is going to continue with Josh Emmett. Leon Edwards, Izzy lost to a decision and then lost by a submission and then lost by a TKO. Emmett lost to a decision by Murphy, lost to a submission by Zalal, now lost to a TKO by Vallejos. That's crazy. That's a crazy cycle. But yeah, crazy good win for Vallejos. And overall, just a crazy good card. Banger after banger. Card of the year in my mind so far. I apologize to the UFC Apex for underestimating you, for hating on you on so many occasions. I'm sorry. I was wrong. Thank you for that banger fights you put on. Thank you. Anyways, thank you guys for watching. Really appreciate it. Hope you guys enjoyed the card too. Let me know in the comments. And yeah, catch you guys in the next one. See you.